Hi, Bryce here. Today we're going to talk about this tool that I built with a little bit of code and a Google form so that you can better understand how you use your time. As the single question of this Google form tells you, time is always flowing, and so you'll be able to use this system to track your time. You can do it with a Google Sheet, and you can see there's some charts and graphs that come out of this. And then it also populates into this page because sometimes people don't like to see too much information all at once. So you can choose to hide or unhide different parts of that. And it makes it so that it's a little bit less editable. Maybe this is good for you if you're worried about looking at too much data all at once. So with that, this is a single Google form. And in here, I just ask you, what are you about to be doing? So what is it you're about to spend your time on? And then from there, we get a ton of information. Because this Google form is built in such a way that the data all comes through into this one page. You can see it's linked to a Google form, so you've got form responses, and it just fills out a data table of all of this stuff. So these are all the entries that I made. You can see I played with this at the start of break, and then a little bit right after that. Um, and so what I've done is I've taken these. This whole page is just straight from that Google form. Those are the responses. And then I've done a few tricks using the query function of Google Sheets to try and, whoops, let's leave that alone, equals, using the query to just sort of filter out different things. Like this page is filtered for just things for today, and this one is filtered for just stuff that is this month. So you can see I'm able to write SQL almost, uh, SQL-based statements that let me filter out different data sets and different things. And so the month just changed, so these are just January entries. The December ones aren't there. But then I can go back through and take a look at how all these things come together. And then this page, I've made a little thing where I input over here my name and then my graduation year, but I'm a staff, so I just put in staff. And then it populates my Gmail or my school email from there. And then here it does a job of filtering out and pulling just stuff for today's data entries. And then I get a running log of what I've been doing, and then this is the current timestamp, or pretty much the current timestamp. And then it takes that and it subtracts away the timestamps of everything that I've been doing throughout the day. And then at the end of that, what I get is a running log of how I've been using my time. So this is for a time waterfall, which is a graph we'll look at in a second. And so you can see I've done different things. A couple of them I've done twice, like engineering here. And then there's a pie chart. So I can see how I'm using my time throughout the day. And these are all sort of made up data points. But this is the pie chart, so I can see how it's been used with percentages of time. You can see in this fake day, I've been using 60% of my time for engineering and 26% for English, and then a little bit of time for other things throughout the day. And then this is a time waterfall. A time waterfall chart, and let's look at it right here. That's fine. So a time waterfall, you can see this is how my time got used and time spent since the start of the day in minutes. And then each column is a new task, and they will repeat. So I worked on engineering at 2 different times, and you can see that I had this little starting the day, getting oriented time, and then I had an engineering time, a little 1 or 2 minute stint of physics, and then back to engineering. So I did lots of things throughout my day to get going there. Now, in the course of your day, you may do a lot of weird things, and if that's the case, this form does have an other section, so you can type in whatever it is that you're doing at any given time, so you can get a full report that way. Now, I love a Google Sheet as much as anybody possibly can. However, that may not be true for you. Some people don't think that this is a great way to look at data, or they even get a little nervous when they open Google Sheets by accident. And if that's you, what I've got here is a tool that you can use to try and get access to this. So this is a website that I built, and this is specifically for me. I built it through GitHub, so I've got a little GitHub repository that's pulling all that data. And then here I can hide and unhide all these things if I wanted to look at them. And it just builds a little website that gives me all this stuff that keeps it from being too overloaded with content. So it definitely filters it down to just the basics of what I need to interpret what's going on. And you can see that that's not a ton of code. It may feel like a lot if you're not used to code, but this is not too bad. I'm able to just take, this is 40 lines of HTML, and then I've got some styles here, not a whole lot, and some JavaScript so that I can make all of this work just fine without having to do too much craziness to get this all to go. The only thing that you would need to do to make this page work for you is you need to link directly to the shareable links for your particular pages. So if you're doing this, what I would end up doing is I can either add you to my form so that everybody's all on one form, or you could build your own, and I'll make this available so that you can get a hold of that in the links below the video. But if you wanted to build your own, all you would need to do is copy this code, and when you get to one of these documents and you have a chart here, you click on the snowman link, and then there's a publish chart button, and when you get to that, you can copy this link right here, and that's all I want to do. I think I use the embed version of that, if I'm not mistaken. So I go back, and it looks like, yeah, this line 25, is just the embed code from that Google's sheet. So all you do is copy that in, and you're good to go. It does all of the size and format things. You can tweak that if you want, depending on how much you love web development. You can play with that to make it look better or worse. But the easy way to make this for each person would be just copy in that person's particular published charts and their table, and then you're good to go. So with that, that's a quick intro to this utility. Analyzing this data is its own whole thing. So you could spend a long time trying to make sense of how does this data work for you, and where is it useful to see how you are using your time wisely or not using your time wisely. Those are all a whole different set of questions to ask me. So with that, a quick intro to the utility that I made, and I'll have links in the description below, or if you want some help trying to figure out how to make this for yourself so you can better understand how you use your time, feel free to just send me a message, reach out, and I can help you as much as possible. Thanks. Bye.